And targeting the world's estimated 2.5 billion unbanked adults is also the aim, of our next guest. Claude Uguienta is a CEO and co-founder of Telcoin. Claude, lovely to see you. I think the technology is a great enabler, but acceptance is the issue. So when you're targeting the unbanked economy of nearly 2 billion people, don't they still want to earn and transact in cold, hard cash? I'm talking about accepted fiat currencies that are established.
Well, this is a very interesting question, and it is normal that people, at the end of the day, want to use something that they can, well, spend, right? It's very important. It makes a lot of sense. Now, what you have to realize is to take a step back and realize what do people have access to, where those populations live. And what we've seen, what we witnessed when building Telcoin is that they mostly have access to mobile money. And mobile money is great. Mobile money, if you see in Africa, is something that you can use in most places. It's accepted even more than cold hard cash in some places like Kenya and Tanzania. Now, mobile money doesn't have international features, and this is what Telcoin is bringing. Telcoin provides mobile money that is already existing and accepted everywhere with international features brought by cryptocurrencies and the delivery from telecom operators.
But this is the problem that I have, though, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies broadly, Ethereum, are still not accepted as methods of transaction and methods of payment. And cryptocurrencies are still evolving. It's still very much uncharted territory. It's an incredibly speculative investment vehicle, and it still hasn't got to the stage where it's widely accepted. So how do you reconcile that?
It is very important to realize why cryptocurrencies are not accepted everywhere. And I think it is because of a matter of, how to explain that, of a matter of what are cryptocurrencies about? Cryptocurrencies are about transparency. This is what we believe. Investment is secondary. It's about the value that you can provide. Cryptocurrencies can provide a lot of value. And at Telcoin, we believe that cryptocurrencies will be accepted, provided they're used the right way. This is why we're working with telecom operators, because everyone has a mobile phone and everyone has access to a telecom operator. So as long as you have those distribution points, which would be like your mobile phone provider.
But when you talk to people who are the unbanked economy, what do they say about Bitcoin and Ethereum? Do they trust it?
This is very important that you're bringing this point. Let me bring a personal anecdote. I grew up unbanked. I didn't have a bank account, and I am the definition of an underbanked. And today I believe...
And where was this?
In France. I grew up in France, in Paris. Unfortunately, my family didn't have a bank account. We lived with cash, and it's important to realize that cash is not actually extremely safe. When you leave cash month to month, you have to protect your cash. You have to think about a lot of things that you do not have to think about with cryptocurrencies. So it's not about trusting Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's about trusting where you can hold your money. This is about trusting how you can receive money. And by partnering with mobile operators that you already trust, we're bringing these financial services from an organization that you already trust. So we believe that definitely people will trust Telcoin. It's about trusting your mobile operator, which you already trust, right? So this is where we're going. And our due diligence showed that it works.
Do you think that this is a technology and a platform that could work for refugee communities, for example, who have to flee, drop everything, who may not even have a passport, who have to leave everything behind,
right? And
they want to start a business, they want to restart their lives. Can you plug it into their community? Will it work?
Wow, this is fantastic that you're saying this. I don't know if you witnessed that during the Syrian refugee movement, there has been airdrops of cryptocurrencies to people. So actually, it has already been done. Now, the bigger issue is...
Airdrops of cryptocurrencies.
Right. Yeah, it's been very interesting. People gave the donations to refugees in crypto, and it was using an Ethereum fork. I can't go into technical details, but I think this is not the point. The point is that when people cannot believe in anything, when they have to leave everything behind, like you just said, what they keep is a mobile phone. And provided you can give a cryptocurrency, it is great. So what we can do with Telcoin is that because we work with mobile operators, we can locate where people are, where people will be, and drop them coins. It is actually a pretty good mechanism for aid. We wrote a blog post about this, and we believe that our first discussions with Gates Foundation, for example, showed that Telcoin could be a force for good, definitely. We're bringing cryptocurrency where it can be used the best, and refugee is a very strong case for us. We strongly believe in this.
Talk to me about the partnerships that you have, because this will only work with the smartphone technology and the telco operators. So who have you got on board, Claude?
So first, let me explain that it does not only work with smartphone technology, because if you want to talk about financial inclusion worldwide, you need to think about feature phones. So first, Telcoin will be first wallet agnostic, and it will work on feature phones. It's important to have a story that works on feature phones. Second is that, unfortunately, because of the nature of the agreements we have with telecom operators, we cannot disclose the name of the... But what we can tell you is that instantly, we're going to have an access to more than 100 million users when we start. And it's going to be spread out around Southeast Asia and Africa. We are bringing as a first service international remittances, because we're a currency company, but we're working on a few verticals to help people with financial inclusion. And the first international remittance corridors that we're focusing on are mostly Western Europe to Northern Africa, then East Asia to Southeast Asia.
Well, come back and tell us how it's going, especially within the Southeast Asian context. We'll be very interested to hear from you. Claude, thank you very much indeed for your time today. Claude Uguienta of Telcoin. Technology, a great enabler.